Hi, I'm Kathy Stipe, a member of the Brother Education team. Do you want to make that perfect mitered corner? Have you ever had a hole in a garment in a tight area and needed to make a repair? If so, then you will love the sideways sewing feature of the BQ 3100. This is a feature also found on the BQ 2500. With sideways sewing, you can sew 8 different directions, including forward, backward, to the right or to the left, plus 45-degree angles in 4 directions as well. Not only can you stitch in a confined area, but with the 45-degree angle you can now achieve the perfect mitered corner. Let's start by looking at the angled sewing. Having prepped my fabric, I will drop the needle at the intersection of the hem after I have selected the correct stitch. Under Utility Stitch category, touch subcategory 4, Sideways Sewing. We have 2 options for stitch type: straight stitch or zigzag. You can stitch right or left. You can stitch up or down, and even on a diagonal. Let's choose stitch 5-01, which sets the machine to sew diagonally to the left with a straight stitch and creates a perfect 45-degree angle for your mitered corner. Place your fabric under the presser foot, lining up the needle with your marked starting point. Drop the needle using the needle down button on the front of the machine to ensure it is in the correct starting point. I have engaged the reinforcement priority stitch to lock my stitch at the beginning and the end. When you have the needle in the correct starting point, stitch the seam ending on the edge of the fabric which has a fold. Achieving a perfect 45-degree angle is easily done with the angled stitches in the sideways sewing feature. I love the professional results. Let's see what else we can do. Anytime you have a hole in a pant leg or sleeve, it can be challenging to maneuver the fabric to make the repair. Sideways sewing gives you the ability to sew in a different direction without having to pivot the fabric. The fabric does not have to be moved because you have stitches which will stitch left, right, up or down, and even diagonally, depending on the direction needed. Choose a corner to start sewing the patch and select the appropriate stitch. When you reach a corner, choose a new stitch direction and sew without having to pivot the fabric. So to start, we're going to place the area to be repaired on the free arm machine, and I need to remove the accessory tray. Place the area to be repaired on the free arm of the machine. Place the patch over the area to be mended. Starting in a corner, I'm going to stitch down, and when I reach the corner, I'm going to change directions. Stopping at the next corner and changing directions again. And finally, going back to where I started. How was that for an easy repair? I love the flexibility that sideways sewing provides, especially when sewing on bulky items. It saves me the time of opening a seam to complete the repair. I can change the sewing direction rather than moving my project, and the 45-degree angles make mitering a breeze. Sideways sewing is just one of the things I love on the BQ 3100 sewing and quilting machine. Thank you for watching.